Good morning, everyone, and welcome once again to Life Lessons 360. It's so great to have you on the channel. My name is Anthony, and here at Life Lessons 360, we go ahead to share powerful stories with actionable principles and also timeless wisdom that could help individuals with a mindset not only of thriving but also excelling in every aspect of life by learning principles, habits, and strategies, not only in your personal life, also in your professional life, or more importantly, in your spiritual life. Today I have a great lesson to share with us, and it's so dear to me because it's one of those lessons that brought great transformation in the way I think, and it dates far back to when I was much younger. In school back then, when I was in school, I think one of my second grade or third grade is secondary school, my junior secondary school, I had a challenge with my confidence when it comes to exams. I used to read, I read well, that kind of thing. I prepared for exams, but my confidence didn't come from the fact that I read. I just believed that when I get to exams, I could sit close to my friends, and when I sat close to my friends, I knew that I'm going to pass that exam. I just knew it because I had this confidence that when I'm maybe stranded or maybe I don't understand something in the exam, or my friends will be there to whisper the word to me, bend down, tell me what to do, and I would just help myself and move forward. But on this particular day, I would never forget that day. On this particular day, we had an examination. I think it was mathematics. So I sat by my friend. His name is, I think his name is Abbas Breaker. So while the exam hall, I got stranded in the exam hall. I didn't know what to write. So I was like, Abbas, and he just he initially didn't answer me, but later on, he now looked at me and was like, Tony, I'm going to help you. Now, these words are words I would never forget. He said, Tony, I'm going to help you. But when I help you and you get your results, ask yourself this question: is that result really yours? And when he said that, I was like, okay. I did pass that exam, but when I got that result for the first time in my life, it suddenly dawned on me that that result wasn't mine. It didn't come from me. It was a result I obtained because someone helped me in the exam hall. And that wasn't just the issue. The issue was that, and also I asked myself, so all the while, all the other results have not been mine. And it was at that point that I had a turning point in my life. And I told myself, I made a commitment to myself. I said, Tony, for every exam that you're going to write the exam without any help from your friends. You're going to go in there, you're going to prepare for an exam, you're going to go in there, and you're going to write that exam from your head. So, as I will expect, the first exam or the first test I wrote in school, I think it was in physics. And while I was in school, they gave us a test. We have 50 questions, And by the time I saw the questions, for the first time in my life, I didn't know what to answer. Literally, I didn't know what to answer. I just saw the questions, and we had a couple of minutes, and I didn't know what to do. And it suddenly occurred to me, this was who I really was. I didn't know anything. So when they said pass your paper, I submitted my paper. And lest I forget, in that exam, people were just helping themselves. Friends are with friends, write it this way, do it this way. Everyone was just connecting to write something. But I was just, for the first time, I felt alone, alone in an exam. And when they submitted the paper, I had 0/50. That's right, 0/50. And my teacher now called me. I was like, no. This was the lowest score in the class. It was the lowest score in the class. And so he said, no, I'm going out of my benevolence. I'm going to give you 10 marks. So he gave me 10, and I had 10/50. But something happened. From that point henceforth, I started reading, I started studying, I started learning, and I started becoming confident in what I could do for myself. It's really amazing. And it transformed everything about my confidence level. Further exams down the lane in school actually came from me. I saw myself reading, writing exams, going from low grades to middle grades, to better grades, and to great grades. Not just in school, but even outside school. Other exams that I wrote, it was all coming from me. And that was just because I had a turning point in my life, and I asked myself a question: is this result really yours? And that whole expression, it changed my life totally. And that's the lesson I really want to share today with you. It's about being confident in yourself. Probably you're out there, you're asking yourself, I'm not sure I can make it. Listen, the road to success is paved with a lot of setbacks, a lot of failures. Sometimes you may not even get it once, twice, 3, 50 times, or 100 times. But one thing can be certain: you always need to make progress to get to where you're going to. And then you build the stamina, you build the courage, you build the fortitude to excel. God bless you.